Welcome Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising to your Psychic Tarot card reading for the week of January 22nd through January 28th. My name is Kristen Marie and this is my channel Moon Girl Tarot. This is where you can find weekly tarot card readings, astrological reports, and let's get started. So I hope you enjoyed your weekly astrology reading where I talked about the full moon in Leo and Mercury conjunct Mars, and we have that big energy shifting with Uranus going direct. Now, with this full moon energy is definitely building up so much light, and the light is the energy that focuses of the stage of your lives of you and your loved one. So this is the reading you definitely want to stay to the end for, because this is all about your love life, a stage in your life, and there's so many stages in your life: your work, the messages, and the responsibilities that are happening at this time. Now, the full moon is going to be illuminated in your 7th house, affecting so much of your relationships, okay? Your relationships with other people and the relationships with yourself, all right? And how you want to create or settle down with these relationships. So we have some Aquarius like yourself, Sun and Rising, that are in some serious relationships, and the result of this, it's coming back to you really sensitive in feelings. So there's a conflict, there is an intensity, and there's something that needs to be understood. So let's find out a little bit more. And if you're just joining me now, thank you for liking, sharing this video. Interaction definitely helps me out. It helps out this channel. So the overall theme, the overall energy for this week, that's kind of like come back around. Let's take a look here for you. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising. Ooh, you got a few of them. So let's call out to this. Let's put that back in there. So we have the Empress reversed. So we have the truth in plain sight. We have things that you are acknowledging, but doesn't feel very logical. Your intuition is screaming at you this week, especially when it comes to your joint partnerships. So let's look a little bit further, shall we? And if you ever want to get a session with me, just go to my website, moongirltarot.com. Okay, so Aquarius, when it comes to your work and finance, when it comes to your earth sector, let's look at those relationships and what's happening. So we have the Queen of Wands, and we have good energy coming from work. Okay, we have energy being challenged at work, but we also have that energy of impressing. So that's very good. And you're waiting for that acknowledgement. You're definitely waiting to start the year with more money. Let's look at your wealth and money that's coming in, especially because of this. Now, the Five of Pentacles reverse. So I'm here to tell you, Aquarius, this is the age of Aquarius. You're absolutely going through a change, and Pluto is going to be in your 1st house. So there is going to be a shift. How you earn money and how you value your wealth. Things are going to shift, and they're not necessarily going to be what you thought it's going to be. So things are going to change. You're going to notice that you're kind of in it, you're kind of out of it, but you're also afraid. You're very comfortable now here, Aquarius, but you also want to take a chance, okay? So when it comes to your air, when it comes to communications with others and communications with yourself, let's look at the communications that you're getting from other people, or if you're waiting for that energy. Let's take a look here. Okay, so here you are in yourself. So the Star card upright comes up with communications with other people, when you're definitely people pleasing, you're definitely trying to impress. So you really are putting that energy out there, like I'm better, I'm doing good, I can handle this, I got this. And you do for the most part, but it really feels subconsciously you want something else. You want a different place. You're not just pouring and manifesting yourself to be more successful and have better energy and please the people and communicate that. You also want to be physically somewhere else, Aquarius. Let's take a look at your messages to yourself. So your intuition, the Strength card upright comes up, and you are having faith in the sense that you do want to change and you're trusting that things are okay here. And I'm here to tell you that they are, But if you feel called to searching and making a change, definitely reach out for a session and I can pull up your chart and we can look a little bit further. But it feels like you are just destined to showcase yourself this time. Now, when it comes to your emotional self, when it comes to your home, family, things that are happening behind the scenes, we have the Three of Wands reversed. So we have a lot of missing home. You do want to be somewhere else, but you also want to take your family there with you. You also are looking for more longevity, and you are starting to place more boundaries, I feel like, okay? Now, when it comes to yourself and that intuition, Five of Wands upright. So eventually you're going to have to call and try to balance out. And I really feel like the Leo full moon, this is going to come out midweek. And there's going to be that conflict. There's going to be that matters of the heart and trying to understand. And you want to be you're center stage into this. So make sure you get your energy in check and try not to go too out, right? Try not to, you can still understand the energy of other people, but don't let them get under your skin too much. Now, when it comes to passion, fire, love, when it comes to the energy of that and your personal passions, let's take a look there. So we have the Eight of Pentacles upright when it comes to relations with other people. So you are in value, you're in good relationships, right? It's good harmony of energy. Now, singled Aquarius, Sun, and Rising, you are focusing on your value, you're attracting and mirroring that value to you. Now, when it comes to your personal passions, the things that you're into, the things that make you strive, we got the Three of Pentacles reversed, and I'm actually happy about this here for you because you're finally kind of setting yourself out of the work realm and the mundane of the 9 to 5 and understanding more of your personal passions and the things that you want to do and the things that you want to give back. And you're kind of saw yourself giving yourself away to that energy. So I feel like the truth in plain sight is kind of manifesting here in front of you and is coming for so many forces, right? It's coming from outside people, it's coming within yourself. The communications, you might be dealing with some power struggles with siblings, you might be noticing and taking stance for your abundant life, but it's going to be a good one to express it. Now, extended reading. Thank you so much for coming to the last portion. Now, when it comes to soul connections, let's talk about it. So Aquarius, Sun, and Rising, somebody's in love with you, right? Let's take a look at that love-like energy. Who are you in love with? Who's in love with you? Who is this calling out to? Let's take a look here. Aquarius, Sun, Aquarius, Rising. Let's look at messages from your soul connections to you and what do they want to convey. Okay, so talking to Libra, talking to Aquarius, talking to Gemini, so another air sign like yourself. Okay, let's take a look at what's the messages. They have a strong one here for you, and that's the thing. Change is happening, is coming from an earth sign as well, and there is a disagreement. There is something coming from your soul connection that they want you to understand, but that's the thing. I even feel like they're not giving you much back to work with. It's hard to be in a room where you feel like you can't succeed. So I would definitely give them some time or work on those blockages there with me. Now, when it comes to twin flame energy, Aquarius, Sun, and Rising, when it comes to twin flames, okay, we have the Six of Swords on its side. So there is a lot of separation, and Leo full moons really do help bring twin flames back together to express themselves. So let's take a look and see if your twin flame is on its way back to you. And of course, dealing with an air sign. Leo, there you are. So there's still that separation. There's still more that needs to be communicated. And there's that blockage that's coming from the past. Definitely reach out to my website for a candle spell service, and I can help you with that. Well, thank you so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing, Aquarius. I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Welcome, Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, to your weekly psychic tarot card reading for January 22nd through January 28th. My name is Kristen Marie, and welcome back to my channel, Moon Girl Tarot, for weekly tarot card readings and astrological reports. Okay, Capricorn Sun and Rising, this is going to be a very strong week when it comes to changes. Now, we have had Pluto go into Aquarius. This is going to be in this energy for the next 10 years. And your Pluto is going to be affecting your second house. And in that energy is going to really reflect what matters most to you. What do you value? Okay. And the big thing that we're going to discuss further in tarot is that the full moon is going to be in your eighth house. Okay. And this is going to lift your mind and energy away from the mundane world into the realm of imagination, philosophy, religion, and things that appeal to you in the deeper sense. And you're going to want to showcase this energy so much more upcoming this week. So let's dive into it and find out what is the overall theme of this week. And if you're just joining, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Interaction and engagement definitely helps out this channel. So let's take a look at the overall theme for your Earth sign, Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising. Let's take a look. What's going to be the overall theme that's going to be showcased here? We have lots of direction, especially with Mercury and Mars together. Okay, so let's see what that wants to say. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords upright. And I want you to take a look at this because there's so much going on in the background. There's like some smoke, there's a fire, there's a lot of action that needs to happen, but you're tired, you're withdrawn, and it's 4. So this calls to the angel number of help. Okay, Capricorn. So I feel like there has been things going behind the scenes in your life, and especially with Pluto going into Aquarius, you're going to start understanding what you value, who you value, but you got to take action on it. And it's hard to take action when you're exhausted, when you're tired. So let's go a little bit further. When it comes to your Earth sector, when it comes to work, when it comes to finance, how you make money in this world, and what's going on to there. Let's take a look. Okay, we have the 2 of Cups reverse. We have the 3 of Wands reverse. So work is a relationship, okay? There's 2 safe places in your minds, home and work. And work, you're bored. You don't do, you do your job, but you don't go outside of the box. And there's nothing about your work right now that makes you want to strive for something. But then again, you don't really want to find another place of employment. You do, but you don't. So that's the thing, Capricorn, is that you really are this 4 of Swords right here. You have all the action. You can go out there. You can save yourself. You can save others, but you're tired. You're exhausted. There's a release that needs to happen. The full moon is coming up, and I really feel like you are starting to slowly chip away at things of what you value and at things that are important to you. So at work, you have to show up, it's a job, and what you earn in money and what you value, you want it to come back. So you're going to have a second chance here, Capricorn. It's not all, bad news. It's good news to understand the value of what you have and even get more out of it in return. Now, when it comes to air, when it comes to your air sector, when it comes to communication with others, as well as communications with yourself, we'll get that one. That one flew around. This one's communications with yourself. But with others, we have the Queen of Swords upright. And this comes up in a sense to where communication with others is just, you're trying your best to accept what it is. But the thing about it is you're not being 100% honest with yourself either. So somebody's communicating with you in action, again, trying to do something, and you have no urgency, Capricorn. There's no urgency, coming from you at this point. So the messages to yourself is that you need to do something. There's all these swords around you, and you're using them against yourself and not for yourself, okay? So the hidden messages from the universe is that you need to kind of awaken and understand that there are things happening to you, absolutely, validating that. But there are things that are happening to you that are not out of your control. Okay? So I want you to kind of like take control in a sense to where you can get your energy back in alignment. Now, when it comes to water, when it comes to your home and family, and when it comes to your intuition, home and family, we have the Eight of Cups reverse. So we do have what has happened in the past. And maybe this is also associated with like why you're so tired, because, you know, family members, generational energy, dealing with the separation. When it comes to home and family, those boundaries have been crossed. Children have been affected. There's a lot of chaos in the home, emotional chaos, Capricorn. And even yourself, you're just barely kind of holding on. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Okay, we got a lot of things coming. And this one is the Nine of Pentacles reverse. And this indicates in a sense to where you do have that value. You do have that energy. You have resources. You're choosing not to see them. And I know this is almost like, what do you mean I'm choosing not? Of course I want these resources, but you want them handed to you. You want them just set up in a sense where it makes everything better, right? But that's the thing, it won't make everything better because you'll still be in the situation because you're not learning anything, Capricorn. I want you to take these lessons and grow from it, learn from it, and not blame yourself or other people, but really face the issues. It takes movement, it takes move. You want to make money? You want to be in a better situation? Well, you got to work a little bit harder. And if you are working harder in a place that's not recognizing your growth, you got to move. You got to have action, okay? Now, when it comes to the areas of fire, of love, relationships with other people, we have, look at this, we have more swords, defeat. We have the Ten of Swords. So we have the relationship. Now, if you're a coupled Capricorn, you are just not much to give. Now, if you're a single Capricorn, you are really excluding yourself outwards from any kind of like work or help. That's the thing, you're laying down. You're laying down on all the energy. And that's okay to have a week to where you need to let it go. It is a full moon week. It's going to be the full moon. It's going to be emotional week. You're going to feel tired. You're going to be tested. You're going to be saying, what the heck? You're going to see the fire. You're going to see the smoke. You know you're called to fix it. You know you can. You know you can get through this. But you're just so focused on the past. Okay? So I want you to focus on the future and definitely reach out for a session. Now, your personal passions. We have an attachment, an unhealthy attachment to this personal passions. Your personal passions are not taking flight too much because you're associated so much of impressing or doing more or saying, I don't have enough money to do this, or you're kind of caught up into that attachment phase, So, okay, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. I'm going to go ahead and go on for an extended love reading, and you tell me down below if this is something you enjoy. But we're going to talk about soul connections and twin flames. So, messages coming from your soul connections. This is directly for Capricorn, Sun, and Capricorn Rising. Let's talk about who could be your possible lover in a sense. What full moon energy is going to be exposed? Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords. So much swords. There's all those swords, okay? So when it comes to your soul connections, we're connecting to an Aquarius, we're connecting to a Gemini, we're connecting to a Libra, okay? And you're calling out your partner. If anything, your partner's calling you out about not doing anything about it. Now, if you're in a soul connection and you are singled, but you're dealing with miscommunication or wondering what is going on with your partner absolutely is holding back, is kind of playing these like games of this energy. The soul connection is not being the best honest. And usually full moons release and expose the truth. Let's take a look. Something that might come out. Absolutely. So we do have the truth in plain sight. Those actions and that transformation coming from your soul connection. We have the death card reverse, and that definitely calls to Pluto. It calls to Scorpio. It causes to all that sense of change and evolution. And that is definitely happening in your soul connections. Now, when it comes to twin flame couples and twin flame separation, because that's a lot going on during the Leo full moon, twin flame connections. Look at that. Same card, same card. So we have the Four of Swords in the same situation. We have that separation phase, that same twin-like mirror energy where you and your twin flame are not doing much, or kind of allowing the separation to happen. Let's see what else is coming up. What else do you need to know from your twin flame before we end it right here? So Six of Rods, your twin flame is thinking about you, is thinking about further connecting, okay? Is having that sense and is longing for you, but again, the action, both of you are just like sitting on the energy and mirroring each other. And that's the thing about twin flames. They're one soul in two separate bodies. So that's why you kind of see that. I love that phenomenon. If you would like to get a twin flame reading with me and experience this yourself in a private session, just go to my website at moongirltarot.com. And I will see you guys next week for a psychic reading. Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, welcome for your psychic reading for January 22nd through January 28th. Let's go ahead and get started for this reading. Now, I hope you enjoyed your astrology portion of that part where we have so many things happening. We have the full moon in Leo, we have Mercury conjunct Capricorn, and we have Uranus turning direct in Taurus. That's going to last all the way through September 1st. Now, during the middle of the week with this full moon in Leo, this is where I want to bring this energy to the attention, okay? Because your full moon is going to be exude in the 10th house. So Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, that Leo-like energy is going to be coming from the 10th house. So are you feeling successful? Are you feeling this enjoyment that's happening throughout this year that has started? And another thing that's happening is that we're going to be talking about expression, emotional energy, and things that have been happening in the background. Things that are going on in the background, but you want them to be part of your future. So there's a lot of things that are happening for you this week, and there might be some disagreements. There might be some things that you want to see kind of evolve through. Okay, so Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, we're going to be talking about a little bit further about your psychic reading, the things that you want to seek, from your partner, or if you're looking, if you're single and looking, there's going to be a heavy emphasis of love and the role that you play in all that love. So if you would like to get a session with me, all you have to do is go to my website, moongirltarot.com. Okay, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising. Let's look at the overall theme that is happening this week. And when we have a conjunction, we have two planets side by side together, okay? And you're going to have Mercury and Mars in your third house. So you're going to have a lot of communication that's going to require drive and action. So there's going to be things, not basically sitting down. You're going to be doing things with your energy, okay? So let's look at the overall theme, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising. Let's go ahead and take a look a little bit further. Get that shuffle there for you. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles, and it's upright. So your overall theme is choices, money, values, okay? And where are you going to put this energy? Now, Venus is in your third house, and at a second degree of Capricorn. So there are these hardships that you're making light of. There are choices. There are real choices that are happening. And now there's family issues and things that are going on in the background as well. So there's a lot of this water-like energy. There's a lot of this emotion-like energy, Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising. And it has to deal with the values. It has to deal with making a choice that is going to affect something in the future. So let's fine-tune this energy. When it comes to your work and finance, when it comes to the earth sector, let's go ahead and look into that. What we have coming up here, we have the Hermit card upright. So when it comes to your work and finance, you're really thinking about your next move. You're not too sure if you want to stay at this company or if you want to keep working at this. You're definitely called to something else. And when it comes to money, you have a very abundant card that comes out here, and it's the Chariot. This is Cancer-like energy. This is home. This is the home of the fourth house. So when money coming in, money is good, but you're using this money for your family. So any kind of financial money that's coming in, and I do see something coming up here, it's going to be driven by an action. You're going to be using that forward for your home, your family life, for your children, for yourself, to build more security. So there's things happening. So whether or not you decide to stay at your job, you're still going to do something about it. You're either going to make a lateral move, or you're going to decide that you want to stay there and improve that quality of work and make a better environment. And then the money that is coming in, you're using that money for your children. You're using that money to work for the things that are driving you forward. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at when it comes to air, when it comes to communications, when it comes to, even hidden messages that might be coming up this week. And definitely comment below and let me know what comes up here for you, okay? So when it comes to the areas of communication, and we are in Aquarius season. We're also in Pluto in Aquarius. We have the Two of Wands upright. So we have an agreement coming from you and your partner. So there's going to be a compromise. Your partner's going to communicate something, or this can be agreement, business, but there is somebody very intimate and close to you that you are in lack of communication, that you require better communication. I feel that there is something that your partner is going to offer you, okay? So there is an offer, something down the middle of the road. Let's look at this hidden message. Okay, so you do have somebody coming back. You have love-like energy. You have somebody from the past. You do have communication of somebody, try to help the situation, to improve the quality of it. This is good. So as you can see, everything is kind of up in the air. There's a choice factor. It has to deal with value. You're getting double twos, but you have the energy and stamina to go forward with it. Okay, let's go on to when it comes to emotions, when it comes to yourself. Okay, when it comes to water, we have the Ten of Wands upright. So you're feeling very tired and almost a little defeated when it comes to these choices. And it's, again, wands or actions, they're all down. So you're the last one standing, even though you're compromising and working with things and having, stuff movement, you're tired. So I would say Scorpio sun and rising, make sure, especially by the full moon, it feels like this full moon is going to be a heavy one. So Thursday, if you're starting to feel that heaviness, definitely set up a session with me, okay? Let's look at the emotions and your intuition. So Queen of Cups, you come up immediately, and it's reversed in that sense, to where there is something being missed. There is something that needs more of your attention and your intuition. It's not necessarily you're being misguided or you're not trusting your intuition, but you're not seeing the whole picture, Scorpio. So you still have to make a choice. There's still a lot of things that are driving you forward. And even this full moon is going to have you feeling a little down and out. I still want you to kind of stay positive and know that energy and action is fluid. And you could work with it, okay? You can work with it. When it comes to love, when it comes to your partnerships and passions, okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles upright. So a little bit more of that compromise that's coming and offer, especially with you coupled Scorpios, Scorpio sun and Scorpio rising. Now, if you're single, you do have a new sense coming from this new person, or somebody who's from a friend turning into wanting more. So there is this like combined energy that is like, hey, I want more stable ground with you. Let's compromise. Let's offer something. But it's manifesting something in the future. It's still incomplete. So don't be so frustrated with them like right away. Now, again, if you're singled, if you're single Scorpio, that's okay. You're still working on that energy, and you're not too sure if that's the, potential you want, but it looks very good. Let's take a look at your personal passions and things that you strive and that you're trying to manifest. We have the Queen of Pentacles upright. So you are working on that manifestations, your personal passions, and it's very extremely close coming to you. So I love that there for you, Scorpio. So, all right. So thank you for staying to the end of the video. Now, I do have a special treat here for you. Now, this is going to be an extended video for your overall soul connections. So these are for people who are really connecting to their soulmates and twin flames. And if this is you, then definitely stay at the end of the video, and let's go ahead and get those overall messages, okay? So sticking to Scorpio sun and Scorpio rising, but focusing on love, focusing on this Venus energy, okay? Let's do this here. Overall soul connections. Who's thinking about you, Scorpio? Who's thinking about you at this time? Okay, we have an air sign. So we have somebody of Mercury-like energy. We also have an air quality, so an Aquarius. We have a Libra, a Gemini, okay? 10 of Swords also represents like Virgo energy, like kind of like stuck up in the mind. So Scorpios, okay? You really are, when it comes to your soul connection, it's coming from this air-like quality, this change. And this person is feeling very, like stuck, devastated. Okay, let's go a little bit further. What do they want to tell you? It feels like that. Okay, so the Page of Wands upright, even though we have the 10 of Swords, let's go a little bit further, this connection. Yeah, so it's very driven by their personal passions and wants and needs. It's almost like kind of dramatic. They want you so bad, but they're still waiting for you to come forward. So I think that's where that compromise is probably going to come up in the week for you coupled Scorpios. And then we have the Hierophant reverse. So there is something that is like not all there. There is a hidden motive. And definitely reach out to me and figure out what that hidden motive is, because this is kind of like generally speaking. Now, when it comes to twin flames, when it comes to folks that are in a twin flame separation, okay, that are Scorpio sun and Scorpio rising, let's get your overall message from your twin flame. And if you like this portion, please comment and let me know so I can keep rolling with these type of videos. All right, let's take a look at your twin flame. Look how the 2 came out. Okay, so we are in the twin flame separation. We have the 2 right here, the 10 of Swords. We have the Page of Swords reverse. So at this time, your twin flame, okay, still talking about air signs, still talking about an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra. Your twin flame, this connection, they're feeling extremely, bad, obviously, what happened, what they said, and they do want to apologize. They want to come back and kind of like make it be okay, but because it was so severe and time has passed, you guys have been in this separation. I do offer twin flame readings and twin flame candle spell support designed for you guys because it's definitely unique. Let's pull one more for you, twin flame. Like there it is. Okay, so you guys are on a standoff, and it just like anything with this energy, you want to not just compromise your values, but you really want to say and express yourself about how you feel. Now, the full moon in Leo, especially when it comes to that fire, that passion-like energy, it's going to be in the 10th house. So being straightforward with the attitude and the life is going to help you stand ahead and be good ahead of the energy. And there is going to be, like a good of that energy of life, of the things that you're seeking and that you want to earn. And this will come to you guys for sure. So Scorpio sun and rising, I really feel like, you're going to have a lot of this, artistic, emotional energy, depending on whether if you're in twin flame or soul connection, you really want the path and the need of emotional security. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Welcome Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising to your weekly Psychic Tarot card reading for January 22nd through January 28th. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed your astrology reading. We have a lot coming up this week. We have the full moon that is going to be coming up on Friday. We have Mercury conjunct Mars in Capricorn, and what that means is 2 planets are closely side by side with each other. That is going to be in your 2nd house of tangible energy, of wealth, and also opportunities. And Uranus is going to turn direct in Taurus. And this is this energy that we're going to see carry on forward, that things can go either way, 50-50, all the way through September 1st. So this week is building up the energy to the full moon. The full moon in Leo is going to be going through your ninth house, okay? So in that energy of sense, you're going to be like almost center stage. You're going to be wanting to get, people in front of you, people around you, lots of loving energy. So this is going to be a huge responsibility that is going to be merged with creativity that is coming up. So there's a lot of beautiful possibilities and good company and things that are planning ahead for you, okay? Sagittarius, Leo, again, is going to be in your ninth house. And in that energy, you're going to have to balance your ego, emotions, empathy, and also cater to people around you that also need this stuff. So even though you have these exciting things happening to you, you are going to be, challenged with your own, perseverance, with that sense. So let's dive into it and look at your overall theme. And if you're just joining me now, hi, I'm Moon Girl Tarot. I'm a psychic medium and I read based off real-time astrology. And if you would like to get a session with me, just go to my website, moongirltarot.com, to get that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. What is your overall theme? The overall theme, my ears started ringing as soon as I started saying that. Coming for this week, the energy building up towards the full moon. Now, when you have energy building up to the light, things start happening around the background and they start coming forward. Okay, so the overall theme is the 10 of Wands, okay? And it's reversed. So in this sense, you are going forward. You have been moving forward. And if you followed last week, you got all these opportunities, especially when Pluto going into Aquarius. This is joining this energy and offering all this communication and collaboration. So you're feeling the heaviness of the hard work and everything in almost all areas of your life. So let's see where things are going to be exposed, expressed, and kind of allow you to relax a little bit. Hopefully so. Let's get you a little better view there. Okay. All right. And then stay to the end of the video. I'm going to do an extended video just for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising, for your love reading, your soul connection, and for those in a twin flame relationship. So if you like those, make sure you comment and tell me. Okay. So Sagittarius, Sun and Rising, when it comes to your work and finance, when it comes to the work that you do in the public world and how you make money, we have the Page of Cups upright. So there is some dissatisfaction, there's some disagreements, there's some, your temper, somebody else's temper, there's energy that is gonna give and take, right? Not giving where credit's due. Like basically you're not getting the credit that is due. And you're feeling that discontentment with work. Now, Sagittarius, you do have a lot of projects and energy that you're into that carry you afloat. So besides, your work, your finance, your money, when it comes to that, your Queen of Wands, it's reversed as well. So you're coming a little demotivated and you're feeling, a struggle. So good opportunities are happening. Like they say, exposure doesn't pay the bills. It's good to get exposure. It's wonderful. Like, yay, but you need more. You need that credit. You need where that credit's due. You need people think that you're doing a good job, that you actually are getting paid for it, or you're getting credit for your hard work. Or if you're doing these side projects and people are like loving what you're producing, like let's say you do like crafts, or you're able to, do something else, like, a service that people are satisfied with it, like, where are the reviews, right? Where's the proof of it? So I feel like this week you're, wanting to express in your your work environment and how you earn money, like, hey, like I do a good job. I want some recognition. Okay. So I think that recognition is going to come. If anything, you're going to give it to yourself when we look at your personal passions. But when it comes to work and finance, there is a little bit of a disagreement. Money is still coming in. It's just, you want it better. Right. And I see why. All right. So when it comes to communications with yourself, other people, hidden messages, but let's look at communications with other people. These are like, the people that your best friends, not so best friends of right now. Okay, so here we go. So we got another 10. So that tells me that there's an imbalance in your work life and in your love life and your personal passion. So if you're a single Sagittarius, there's still something lacking, right, in your sacral-like energy. and in your outward energy. So you don't know where to go. You're tired, you're exhausted. 10 of Swords, your communication with other people is not the best, okay? Because you're tired, because you're exhausted, it's coming off a little scruff, it's coming off a little rough. And also, you don't have time for other people and other energy. Another thing, the hidden messages, people are trying to communicate with you. People are trying to make things better. There is an apology coming. There is something that dealt with another person that is affecting you, and they are trying to make it better. You are right about the situation, but it's not about being right anymore. It's about healing that energy. So I think that is the hidden message there for you. Sagittarius, it's not about being right. It's not about proving the point. It's about, going with it. And if anything, you know this, but you deserve it too. So I'm here to tell you, yes, you deserve it. Yes, you have it coming. Yes, you deserve that apology. But, it's going to take them a while. So that's that hidden message is that thing's coming. Now, when it comes to water, when it comes to emotions, your home life, your intuition, okay, that wants to come out. Your home life, 4 of Pentacles upright. Things are saving, things are good at your home life, and it's literally the 4, so that represents that it's Cancer-like energy. So you are setting those boundaries, and those boundaries are continue to be set. Let's look at your intuition. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Okay, so the Page of Rods reversed, so there you come up immediately. So your intuition is telling you to kind of just it's okay to slow down. It's okay to put these wands down. It's okay to take a break, put those wands down, and then keep going. But you're just, you're burnt out. It feels burnt out energy almost. This full moon might be burning you out. You might be feeling like, oh, I'm exhausted. I want some time to myself. And I want you to create some time to yourself. And if being with your partner and is relaxing, even if you and your partner just lay down with each other, and just do nothing, that might help. But I feel like you need that. You are on the path. You're still going. It's just these little bumps here. Now, when it comes to love, when it comes to passion, when it comes to your personal projects, so when it comes to love, we have the Justice card reversed. So we do have that imbalance, like I talked about. Imbalance in your work life, imbalance in your love life. And it doesn't mean that you're breaking up. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that your partner does need more from you. You need more from you, right? It's one of those things where your partner's like, what's going on? Are you mad at me? Are you cheating on me? And you're like, no, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And I don't have any energy to even give to myself. So I want you to have these conversations. I want you to have these conversations and even come back to it, or even tell your partner, hey, I watched Moon Girl's psychic reading, and it's going to be a stressful week, right? So I'm going to communicate with you as best as I can, but if I'm not communicating with you, it's not because I don't want you, I don't love you, it's because I'm exhausted. But if I get to that point, I need you as my partner. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of that spiritual energy that can be there. Now, if you're single, there is that unbalance, again, of you wanting more of that energy to start the year in a new relationship and go forward. And it's everything else is just kind of not working. So I would say reach out to me. Let's do a candle spell, or reach out to a sense to where you can ground yourself and realign that energy. Let's look at your personal passions. And there we are, like what we've been talking about. We have the 3 of Swords, and it references in a sense that when it comes to your personal passions, you are astray with it. You are burnt out. You don't have time for your personal passions, or your personal passions are taken away from you and your partner. So it's directly affecting the both of you, okay? So I'm glad, and hopefully you'll stay for the extended love reading, and we'll go a little bit more about love, soul connections, and twin flames. So when it comes to your soul connection, when it comes to the person that you're thinking about, who's thinking about you, Sagittarius, right? Somebody's in love with you, right? So who's thinking about you? Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising. This is going to be your general love reading for overall soul connections for this week. Especially emphasize on the love. There you guys are. So we have the 6 of, look how notice, it's the same kind of energy. Ooh, it gives me the chills. Okay, it's kind of like the head down. It's a heavy week. It's a heavy emotional week. There's a lot of balance. But that's the thing. When it comes to your overall soul connections, Sagittarius, you're in a love with a Libra, a Gemini, okay, Aquarius. It's an air-like quality. And you guys are going to get through this. You guys are just kind of having a hard time when it comes with the energy and communication is what I'm feeling like. It's just like a little hurdle. Let's take a look, see what's that. Yeah, you guys are just having, when it comes to that soul connection, you guys are going through a tough time. You know, it's not that you don't want the same thing. It's your passions, the projects, things at work. It's heavy energy. And I just saw something, you know, on a post by dear, wonderful fellow Virgo friend. She posted it on Facebook and she's like, hey, it's this time. We're going into this dark winter. We really need to take care of our self-care. And I was like, wow, she's so right. And it really resonates here with you, Sagittarius, immutable sign. So like Sagittarius is a mutable sign. Virgo is a mutable sign. Gemini is a mutable sign, you know. Pisces is a mutable sign. But in that sense, with your love life, we are entering that phase where we do need to focus on taking care of ourselves. So you're a mutable sign. You help function the energy and transition, okay? You're really easy going and people can go with it. In this fixed energy, so in Aquarius season, it's fixed, it's solid, it's cold, it's rigid. Even when it comes to the love life, I want you to understand this time, the best way for you and your partner to nurture each other is by nurturing yourself. So shout out to my friend for posting that on Facebook. Join me on facebook.com/moongirltarot to see all of my posts. Now, when it comes to your twin flame, when those who have twin flames, now if you want a twin flame reading or a twin flame spell, definitely come see me at moongirltarot.com. But let's take a look at those who are twin flame and definitely going through a twin flame separation. The Leo full moon definitely calls out to those separate. Yeah, there it is. Exactly the same card. Here we are. So the Leo full moon with the twin flame separation is with you guys, okay? So fire-like energy, so it could be Sagittarius, it could also be Leo for sure. So when it comes to the separation, let's take a look at the message from your twin flame. There you guys go. We have Page of Pentacles, so we do have something that is being picked up this week. We do have energy that is being transitioned and changed. You are going to probably get something from your twin flame, like some kind of value of interest. So you guys are slowly coming together, okay? And again, if you want an extended reading about you personally and you and your twin flame, just go to my website at moongirltarot.com. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Welcome Libra Sun and Libra Rising to your weekly Psychic Tarot card reading for January 22nd through January 28th of 2024. And we're going to talk about this Leo full moon that's going to be highlighting your 11th house, coming from other people, opportunities, and really expressing yourself. So Libra, I'm asking you a question. Have you been experiencing to follow a calling, a path, a particular energy? And if so, this is going to be a week of opportunities that are going to be coming your way that's going to be affecting your home life. So big changes. In astrology, we do have Mercury conjunct Mars. So this drive that you have to have plans is going to be put into action. Discussions are going to inspire action. You're going to be able to solve problems this week. And your energy is going to be extremely, extremely strong, okay? And there's going to be breakthrough energy because we also in astrology have Uranus going direct. And this is for you, Libra. This is going to bring out that dynamic leader that you are, right? In astrology, people think that Libras don't know how to make decisions. But the thing is, when they make a decision, it's permanent in a sense that they know what they want and they move fearlessly forward. And also at the end of the video, Libra, make sure you stay towards your love reading. Okay, so welcome back to my channel, Moon Girl Tarot. I'm Chris Marie. I'm a psychic medium located in Pueblo West, Colorado. And if you would like to get a session, just go to www.moongirltarot.com. Okay, Libra Sun, Libra Rising, your overall theme. Yes, celebration, opportunities, and emotional security is definitely coming for you this week. And it is going to be with, projects, exciting projects that are involved with other people. So let's talk about it a little bit closer. When it comes to the areas of work and finance, your public life, how you're earning in this world, and the energy that you work with other people, we have the Devil card reverse. So this is good. This means that you're not attached to it. That means that you might change jobs. You might do things that are more benefit for you and your partner. and things at work, right? Because there's two safe places in our hearts: what we do for our public life, how we earn money, who we associate at work, and we come home and who we talk about it, right? But here's the thing with that, Libra, things are changing. You probably don't get along with everybody at work, but you're going to start shifting and seeing opportunity to change work, to have new people to work with. So when it comes to the areas of finance and money outside of, what you do for a 9 to 5, we have the King of Swords upright. So we have a new agreement. We have a contract. We have something that's coming out from a third party energy, and they really are kind of like watching and seeing what you're doing with it. And it feels like a temporary contract. So it's a celebration for sure. It's something of a benefit, but they definitely want you to work for it. So whatever it is coming outside of source, they got an extra set of eyes on you, okay? And which can feel a lot of judgment. So try to release that and just be who you are and self-express. Now, when it comes to the areas of air, when you communicate with other people, and also when it comes to hidden messages, we have the Page of Swords upright. So people feel like you're not listening, right? People feel like, that you're not taking action. And that's the thing, is you're not worried about what other people are thinking at this point, okay? You're putting your energy and understanding that any kind of delays that are happening because they're not being productive. You're being productive, okay? And it's just kind of like outside energy is trying to put obstacles here in front of you, and you just have original ideas, okay? So keep focusing on your original ideas, the outward energy. You can humble them, say thank you, and do what you need to do. Now, the hidden messages to yourself that are coming from the outside. Let's take a look. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. So hidden messages is something of like, this usually means that your energy has shifted. Love has shifted. Your personal passions have shifted. And we see that as a direct correlation to work, okay? And what you deal with that. And you want something better for yourself and for your partner. So there's a lot of hidden messages, and like things are changing to be better, to be there and for your home life. But it's going to require some work. Now, when it comes to your home life, when it comes to water, and when it comes to your intuition, let's focus on your home life. There's a lot of changes that are happening there, especially with the Leo full moon. We have the Hierophant reverse. So we do have shakeups that are happening in your home life that are going to be good. And there's going to be also obstacles that are going to require for you to set aside some things to make up your mind to move forward. So you are going to be able to have a very complex week where you're going to have the energy to do it, okay? Now, when it comes to your intuition, what is your intuition saying to yourself? We have the High Priestess reverse. So it's hiding in plain sight. Anything that you're second guessing, anything like, are you sure? Are you sure? I think it is. I think it is. If you feel like somebody is gaslighting you, okay? Right, like goes on back to that outward communication, like it doesn't sound right. I'm going to trust my intuition. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try, something else, And that's the thing, is you might want to, all right? Now, when it comes to the areas of love, let's go ahead and look at that. We have the Strength card reversed. So we need more from your partner. You need more from your partner. If you're single, Libra, you're feeling a little lonely at this time, okay? Everything in your work life is kind of going okay. In your personal life, there's a little bit of conflict. There's a little bit more desire there. And that's okay. That's okay to say that and release that, so you're going to be able to manifest it. Now, when it comes to your personal projects, Libra, we have the Ace of Wands reverse. And this, when it comes, is that you're getting that second chance. You're getting that other opportunity that is required, and it's not going to have so much attachments as it did before. Now, for your love reading, when it comes to your soul connections with other people, so these are people that you're in a relationship with, whether it be, like it's just flirting, or if it's a serious relationship. Let's look at your overall soul connections for Libra Sun and Libra Rising. Okay, so we have the Hermit card reversed. So we do have your partner, your connection, communicating the truth and wanting to get your input and having this, okay? So the Three of Swords reversed. So you do have your partner really trying to apologize, really trying to make up for it. You might not be having this energy now. You're so busy with everything else that you're just like, eh. And in this connection, I feel like there's more harmony than chaos. There's a lot more of those thoughts, the inspirational thoughts that are coming forward for the both of you, and you're going to see those in action. So that's good. So makeup energy, okay? When it comes to your twin flame, Libra sun and Libra rising, let's look at your twin flame energy. You're dealing with Aquarius, a Libra like yourself, or a Gemini, and their messages to you is the Five of Swords. So they're definitely like expressing like what is done is done. So when it comes to everything else in your life, like what we talked about, your partner needs more, right? And you have a lot happening, so you want to communicate. Communication is so hard for relationships because, it's not just saying what you need and what you want. It's also communicating what's actually happening, the stress, the finer details that make you grunt or roll your eyes, And when you get to those problem-solving energy and you're proactive, you still got to let your partner know what's happening. All right, Libra, thank you so much. I will see you next week for another psychic reading. Welcome Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising for your weekly Psychic Tarot card reading for January 22nd, 2024 through January 28th. Now let's go ahead and talk about it. We have a full moon this week, and this energy is going to be highlighted in your 12th house. We have Mercury conjunct Mars. Now you are faced with so many choices. Now this can be overwhelming for you, Virgo, and this is where I'm going to try to fine tune the energy, but this is a positive time for you to make these decisions and have these decisions inspire action and be willing to put these ideas into action, okay? So it's a strong drive, energy, and plans ahead to put them, but there is going to be delays, of course, when it comes to a full moon, and you might want to put some stuff aside in your mind versus the other actions. In the sense, I want you to take inspiration during this week. Your energy is going to be on fire. Projects are going to be able to help get you through certain obstacles, and there's going to be breakthrough energy. You're going to be able to have this and carry on. Now, with the full moon in Leo traveling through your 12th house, you're going to understand your passions. You're going to be able to express your feelings. You're going to be able to release and retreat and recharge your batteries. There's going to be a lot happening behind the scenes and boundaries from the outside world that you're able to finally put into set and put into action. Okay, let's get into it. Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Moon Girl Tarot. It's your girl, Krista Marie. And if you would ever like to get a session with me and get on my work list, just go to my website, moongirltarot.com. Okay, Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising. Let's take a look at your overall theme, okay? The overall theme. We have the Knight of Pentacles upright. So we do have that energy of action, of abundance, and you leaving something behind, okay? Look at the energy. It's kind of like midday. It's kind of cloudy, but the sun is still out. So you're clearing the energy. You're able to drive forward. So let's look a little bit closer in those areas of your life where you're going to be driving forward and seeing that benefit and that abundance. Now, make sure you stay to the end of the reading for your soul connections and twin flame. Okay, let's get into it. When it comes to the areas of work and finance and what you do in the public life and any kind of money that's coming in, we'll cover that as well. Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, let's look at your outward life. We have the Knight of Swords reverse. So we have communications getting better when it comes to your coworkers, when it comes to your colleagues, and when it comes to even your clients and customers, okay? Before, you were getting a lot of aggressive energy and you weren't getting much with them. Now, it's getting a little bit smoother. This definitely highlights that the Pluto in Aquarius is going to be in your 11th house. So if you're a Virgo rising, you're going to be experiencing that energy highlighted from humanitarian as well as like other people. So I see that there's some miscommunication, but it's going to get better when it comes to that. Just be patient with them as well as you are patient, as they're patient with you. Now, when it comes to money, when it comes to finance, we have an opportunity that's coming, okay, that is going to require you to go for it, okay, to move for it. So this is kind of a risk, it's kind of a chance, and it definitely plays off the page of Pentacles right here because it showcases travel. It showcases you earning money from home and earning money away, okay? And it's 3 of Wands. So this is going to be a personal passion outside of what you do that is going to really spark and just take off. So make sure that you start on it now. Now, when it comes to the areas of air, when it comes to communications with other people, we have the 10 of Wands reverse. So when it comes to these colleagues, when it comes to these outside resources, like people are just not getting it. There's a lot of miscommunication, especially when it comes to a Leo full moon. It's all about the ego. People are like, they're more worried about being right than actually just clearing things up. So you might feel defeated when it comes to other people. You might feel like other people are just like making you responsible for everything, their personal passions, that it's your fault, Virgo. It's not your fault, okay? I want you to kind of relax on that energy and understand that if you keep saying yes to these responsibilities, if you keep saying yes when you really want to say no, or if you want to say, not right now, right? You're still going to be piled up by this third party energy, okay? Now, when it comes to hidden messages to yourself, let's go ahead a little bit further. What do you need to know? We have the Magician card upright. So there's action and energy and motion. So if you notice on your outward self, when you go to your public life, when we're dealing with other people, when we're dealing with, outside the mundane world, it's almost aggressive. It's a little bit of a delay. But the energy is saying here that things are in motion. Stay positive, Virgo. Understand that your words are spells, that you're putting actions in there, and that you can't always please this energy. Things are really evolving and extremely changing. So the acts of services is being redirected, not just so much of outward people, but what you can do for yourself that makes you feel good about yourself. Now, when it comes to the areas of your home, water, your home life, okay? We have the 4 of Pentacles reverse. So we do have money coming in from our home life. We have outside resources. However, it's coming in a sense of attachment. It's coming in a sense of, inheritance. It's coming in a sense of, something that was owed to you. It's coming back, but it's a weird feeling. Okay. It's almost like, thank you for this check. Thank you for this extra little bit of money, but what's the catch, right? And there's absolutely a catch here, Virgo. So make sure when you're traveling and you're dealing with money and abundance and the contracts with other people that you look at the fine details, right? Just don't go, whoopee, yay. It's good. Things are working here for you. They're going to start lightening up, but it's associated with other people's resources, okay? So when it comes to your intuition, we have the Page of Swords, and you're not paying attention to your intuition, right? You're like, is this 111 or is it an equal sign? No, it's 111, right? I want you to pay attention and the synchronicities that are happening because there's a lot of magic that are literally going to be in front of your eyes and showcasing what you're doing. Now, relationships are going to be highlighted as well from third-party people. I want you to notice how these people make you feel. Are they making you step out of your boundaries? Are they protecting your boundaries? Okay? That's a big thing when it comes to your home and family as well. Now, when it comes to love, when it comes to your personal passions, whether you're a single, Virgo, or couple, let's go ahead and take a look. We have the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So look at that. It's the same card, but it's in a different sense. So this actually means this upright. So we have the same card coming here to the end. So we have something that is happening again. So when it comes to love with our partner, we're getting second chances. If it's pertaining to your single life, you are starting to see that person like in a different light. Change is really happening in the areas of, love and relationships and other people. And you're deciding, if that's something for you and if you're willing to see a benefit, and it looks like it is. Now, when it comes to your personal passions, we have the 2 of Pentacles reversed. So You know what you want, Virgo. I've already told you that. You have to go to it. And this is energy you can't wait on. So this is going to be a new journey that's going to be setting off and self-expressing yourself of what you truly want and what you truly desire. And you're going to be able to maintain and hold on to this round. Now, thank you for staying to the end of the video. Let's go ahead and focus on your love. Let's look at your soul connections and twin flame. Soul connections is the energy if you're in a relationship connected soulfully with somebody else. So Virgo sun and Virgo rising. I see you're connected with a Cancer, a Pisces, this water-like energy, as well as a Scorpio. Let's look at their overall message to you. We have the Seven of Swords. So they're trying, right? They were keeping things from you. They were not doing the best of energy. So your soul connection has done you dirty, has done you wrong. And you know this, but they're focusing on like, but I love you, but you're like, but you're a Virgo. You're like me. You're like, okay, but is this, you're already ready to move on. You're already ready to move on, but that's your decision, right? So your partner is going to showcase and express themselves, and you're going to find out the truth this week. And then you're going to decide if your soul connection is going to strengthen or if that's going to be a tie you're going to release. Now, when it comes to your twin flame for Virgo sun and Virgo rising. Let's look at your twin flame energy. Ooh, we got that right there. So your twin flame is a fire sign, a Leo, a Sagittarius, okay? Or an Aries, and the Judgment card reversed. So this is good energy. You and your twin flame are coming back together. There's another round. There's another sense of like you've learned the lessons. You both are applying those lessons to this current relationship. And you both are trying to, make it work very slowly. And you really are building a genuine friendship, more so in strengthening the twin flame bond. I love this for you, Virgo. So Virgo sun and Virgo rising, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, telling your cool, weird friends about me. I will see you next week. Welcome Leo sun and Leo rising to your weekly psychic tarot card reading for January 22nd of 2024 through January 28th. Now let's go ahead and get started. We have your full moon happening January 24th during the middle of the week, carrying this energy through the weekend and through the next 2 weeks. So this is going to require you to have some quick thinking. You are going to express yourself. This full moon is going to be the first house of thyself. You're going to be assertive, but also be careful how you express yourself, because there's going to be, you just can't just spat out this energy. This is energy that you're going to have to count for. This is going to go for something, and that you're going to need cooperation from others as well. So Mercury is going to conjunct Mars at a 2nd degree. So if you're able to collaborate and kind of like hold your temper and work with the energy, there is definitely a huge benefit. So hi, I am Kristen Marie. Welcome back to my channel, Moon Girl Tarot, for weekly psychic tarot card readings and astrological reports. And if you would ever like to get a session with me, just jump on my website, moongirltarot.com, and you can get on my work list there. Okay, Leo sun and Leo rising, let's take a look at your overall theme. The overall theme of energy that's going to be highlighted and showcased this week, especially this is your full moon. This is the energy that you're being tested. Okay, so when it comes to the overall energy that we have the Justice card reversed, okay? So we have an opportunity to be assertive, to set yourself apart and move in the areas of abundance, to have a balance. So this does indicate that there is some unbalanced energy, and that if anything, you do need to take care of the base, not worry about so much of the scales, but really polish the base, take care of the base. As you can see, if we flip this around, she's sitting on her stance there. She has the scales, the wings, but it's behind it. It's cracked. It needs maintenance. So you do need to maintain yourself. You want to communicate how you feel. Now, Saturn is going to be passing through your 8th house in the degree of yourself. So there is also going to be news coming from your children, how you express yourself, and you might not be getting the best of energy from somebody else. So let's fine tune this and find out a little bit more. When it comes to the areas of work and finance and the areas of the things that you do in your public life, what you work with, we have the Page of Pentacles upright. So we have something that's, it's okay. It's not satisfying, but I think eventually it's going to be picking up, okay? It will start bringing you more joy, okay? And if it's not bringing you more joy, make sure that you're doing the things to put the energy out there. Say, hey, I want to do these tasks, or I'm more interested in that. I just feel like the person or your supervisor gets a reminder of that. So you need to reestablish how you feel in your workplace. Now, when it comes to money and money coming in, besides, what you do for work, outside resources, we have the Lover's card reverse. So we have something costing us money that's coming from, our lover, our resource, our partnerships, okay? They're coming and it's almost like they're really wanting you. It's like chaos energy. It's chaos. And it's coming from a Gemini. It's coming from a Libra. And it's coming from an Aquarius, like one of those signs, okay? Check their cross watch for sure. And how you earn finance and what you earn in your outside money is being taken away by one of these people, okay? Definitely tune in for a personal reading. So when it comes to the areas of air, communication with other people, and then communications with yourself. So with other people, communications with your family is really strong this week. And when we have so much of a Leo energy, it's not just about expressing yourself, it's also about generations. It's about our children and the energy of that kind of like play. So we have extended family. We have your children, their children, energy coming from your parents, okay? There's generational energy of trying to make peace. They want you to have peace. They want you to create peace. And it's not that you're fighting or anything, but the communications is pretty good and solid. It's almost like you are realizing more of what you want, all right? You want a peaceful family. You want to manifest that, and they want that too. Now, when it comes to communications with yourself, hidden messages, we have the Page of Cups reverse. Whoa, Leo, you are fallen heavy. Like you're really pulling this energy, your heart chakra. You are starting to connect more with yourself. You're starting to connect with somebody else. Somebody is catching your attention for sure. And it's somebody different, right? This is like an ex. This is somebody that keeps recurring, but this is new energy. This is like you've seen it before, but it's definitely fresh. Now, when it comes to the areas of water, your home life, okay? And then when it also comes to your intuition, when it comes to your home life, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And when it comes to your intuition, we have the Hermit card reverse. So when it comes to home is good. Home needs help, but there also is going to be more stable. Now, I do see, Leo, again, your healing family, your working family, and you're manifesting love. You're manifesting more joining in with that. Now, with your intuition, this directly speaks to a Virgo-like energy and your Virgo-like Venus. The Hermit card reverse indicates that, you are getting a second chance. You're communicating with energy and with people inside your family, outside the family, and you're able to move mountains. So you're starting to notice a shift. You notice that you need to maintain the shift. You notice where your energy is, you go where you're celebrated, and where you're celebrated is at home. And work is getting better, but you do need to take some time for yourself, right? You're definitely putting your energy elsewhere, a lot of elsewhere. And it's okay, but make sure you kind of pull yourself back. When it comes to love, when it comes to your personal passions, so when it comes to love in general, we have the Queen of Cups, and you are in love. You are feeling this love, and you're wondering if this love is going to go anywhere. Now, even when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're still like self-discovering. It's like falling back in love with your partner. And it's beautiful. Now, when it comes to your personal passions, whoa, there we go, Leo. We have the Five of Wands reverse. So when we're talking about second chances, when we're talking about yourself in this full moon, you're absolutely going to see physical changes, okay, with your personal passions. So maybe you're wanting to be more physical. Maybe you're wanting to work out. Maybe you're healing from an inner energy, something from the past that was caused by somebody else, right? Again, that's going to take money, but I feel like the passions, your personal passions are going to come back. They're healing for sure. So thank you for staying to the end of the extended video. Let's go ahead and find out more about your soul connections, more about this love energy for Leo Sun and Leo Rising. We have the Sun card upright, so there you are immediately. You have somebody of interest, but it also represents yourself. So let's get another card there for you. So you got the 10 of Cups. You got the same card. So when it comes to your overall soul connections, you're really wondering if this person is going to be the person to achieve, right? To join into this family, okay? And the thing about it is it needs more energy, it needs more connection. There's a lot of blockages coming with you, Leo, and I want you to express those blockages and talk to your partner for sure, okay? When it comes to your twin flame, Leo, your twin flame energy, let's take a look at what's going to be showcased this week. Leo, I see you going towards your twin flame. Your twin flame is an earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, and the Fool card reverse. You're in the separation phase is over, and you both are joining back in again. But again, there's that possibility, however you play it, of like separation. You want to communicate. You want to communicate how you feel, and you also want to embrace everything else around you. And if you want to get a personal session to highlight what's going on for you, that would be a good idea. All right, Leo, thank you for your time and energy. I'll see you next week. Welcome, Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, to your weekly tarot card reading for January 22nd through January 28th of 2024. My name is Kristen Marie, and I am your psychic medium, and thank you for coming back for another week of astrological reports and psychic tarot card readings. Stay to the end, Cancer. There's a love reading as well as for your twin flame and soul connections. So we have Mercury conjunct Mars, and this is going to be dealing with choices. And this is the thing, Cancer, Sun and Rising, you're dealing with fast lane choices. You want instant gratification and instant results. And the Leo full moon is going to stop you at this time. You need to communicate with your friends, your relatives, and the energies together, whoever those relationships and those people that you're in contracted with. And you do have a drive to do something and put yourself and even them into action. Now, there's going to be delays happening. You still need to communicate these delays, discussions, activation. You are inspired by action, and you desire to solve some problems that are having in your life right now. And we're going to talk about those different areas and those blockages that you might be going through. But you are proactive this week and willing to put your ideas into action. So depending on where you put your energy and where your karma has been, you're going to showcase that within your relationship. So thank you so much for joining. Interaction definitely helps this channel out. And if you would like to get a session with me, just hop on to my website, moongirltarot.com, and you can get on my work list. Okay, Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, let's go ahead and take a look at your overall theme. The overall theme that is going to be highlighted throughout each earth sector, fire sector, water, and air. Let's take a look a little bit closer. There we go. So you are dealing with relationships. 2 of Cups upright. Now, this is like dark-like energy. This is shadow work-like energy. So you and your person, you and your partner, people who you're in agreement with, relationship, your soul connections, you are in this shadow work phase. You guys are going to come to an agreement. You want to come to an agreement, okay? And you're going to need the energy of another person, okay? So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about it and find out what is going to be revealed for you in that 7th house energy. So for your work and finance, when it comes to the areas of what you do in your public life, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, we have the World card reverse. So this indicates that you most likely got a new shift of change of energy at your workplace, and people are expecting, right? So you got new reward, new responsibilities, and you're putting yourself out there in a different sense. So this is good. Could be great energy. As you can see, you're collaborating, you're getting good karma. You are working through that shadow work. And there's two safe places in everybody's soul and heart is where they do in their public life. And of course, when they're at home in their private life. So in your private life, there are things that are helping manifest with you and your partner. And then in your public life, things are changing and they're being backed by that energy. So when it comes to the areas of money, when it comes to, particularly finance, we have the Four of Cups reverse. So we do have money coming back into for you in a sense of the things that you're doing. So again, new pay, new responsibility, as well as new reward. Now, this is money that you're gonna wanna hold on to because it's coming in a sense of in a sense of protecting that energy. Because before you were working really hard and you were kind of getting disappointed. There were a lot of offers there, but you weren't too sure. Now, when it comes to finance and money, money is coming in where work is being put out, okay? So as much as work as you're putting in, you're getting the money being put out for that. And that's good news. And energy and money comes when you need it the most. And there's going to be something here that you're going to use it for. Okay, so when it comes to the areas of communications with other people, and then, some hidden messages to yourself that you most likely need to know. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So communications coming from other people, outward people. We have the Nine of Swords upright. So when it comes to other people, you almost feel like they know that you know. There's a lot of miscommunication here when it comes to outside people, okay? You almost have to chase these people down to kind of get some answers and stuff. And there is something bothering you that somebody said and somebody did in its sense. And it is kind of weighing on your energy. And here's the thing, it is associated, there's so much group of things. And it's something that has happened in the past that you've done, Cancer, okay? That is an action reflection from other persons. So here's the thing. You do have third-party energy kind of calling you for action. So the things that you've said, Cancer, the things that you've been putting out there in the universe, let's just summarize this up. You're being called to it by that person. So you either meant it and it's going good, hopefully it will, or you didn't and you're going to have a chance to fix it, okay? So when it comes to hidden messages, let's look a little bit further. Hidden messages that you just kind of need a little bit more clarity about that are two for you. All right, let's take a look at that. We have the King of Swords upright. And when it comes to hidden messages, it means that you're getting out what you put out, okay? That's the thing. The confusion, the miscommunication, you were holding back, so they hold back, okay? You're wanting more, of course, they wanted more. So the hidden messages are coming is express yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the other people. Send those messages. Every time I see a hawk, that kind of messenger bird, that is a message of clarity, of trust, to carry out an action, okay? So there's a lot of complex energy. You might be cleaning up some stuff, especially because there's so much activity happening in your 7th house. So definitely give yourself some grace to allow those people to hear you out. Now, when it comes to your home life, when it comes to water, and when it comes to your intuition, so when it comes to your home and family, let's look at your home and family. We have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. So when it comes to 8, we have a loss here. We have travel here. So my condolences going out to those who have lost somebody. Pluto, when it changes signs, especially for past generations, it's a big, big hit. And I see something here in your home life has been shooken up, and it is going to, it's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you time. And it's something that you're required to do. Now, when it comes to your intuition, when it comes to your water self or your shadow self, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So Cancer, you really are motivated and you really are trying this week. You are addressing certain issues and you're calling for it, and it's good, okay? So you do have a chance to make things right. You do have a chance to fix things. You do have a chance to, express how you feel and balance the scales per se, without damaging the base. Now, when it comes to love, when it comes to, you know, your personal passions, relations with yourself and other people as well, we have the King of Wands, okay? So this comes up when you are in a relationship with somebody else, Cancer. You are you're ignoring your partner, okay? And that's the thing. We see a little bit of positivity at the very end, but the positivity is dealing with the shadow work. You know, it's not dealing with things in the light and dealing things of, you know, success. This is like, okay, we need to heal. We need to work at it, and that's good and all, but when it comes to the relationship to yourself, you're more interested in yourself and not giving much to your partner, right? Maybe you're being spread too thin at work. Maybe you're feeling too thin, but again, express yourself. Now, if you're single, King of Wands, if you're single, Cancer, Sun, or Rising, you're not interested. Again, you're just not feeling interested. You're more interested in your own personal pursuits. When it comes to your personal pursuits, when it comes to the things that set your soul on fire, we have the King of Cups reverse. So we do have a shift. You do want to cleanse. You do want to have better energy for yourself, to give energy better to other people, okay? And you do have a shift of passions that is going to be lucrative, that makes you emotionally feel good, and then later on, you know, be a payoff down the road. Okay, so let's take a look a little bit further. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Let's do your extended love reading. Now, this is for your soul connections. Your soul connections, your soulmate. This is for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall messages that are coming from your soul connections. And a soul connection can be your lover. It could be a person that you're in a relationship with, or it could be a person in the sense that you're having a very profound connection and you need some clarity about. They're not always romantic, but usually they are. We have the Six of Rods reverse. And then we're going to pull one more. We have the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So it's kind of going back up again here with you. Now, Cancer, Sun, and Rising, Six of Rods, and Ten of Pentacles. You want to pay attention to your partner. So if you are in a relationship and things are not necessarily rocky, but your partner thinks that you've left the building, okay? Your partner thinks that you're done. Your partner thinks that, they need more from you. They think you're distracted. They want you back, okay? They understand that you're called and there's things that are happening with your family, but they want to be more a part of your life, okay? Now, when it comes to your twin flame, for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, for your twin flame, let's take a look. We have the Queen of Swords reverse, and we have the Seven of Cups reverse. So we still have a separation phase for twin flames in that area. Communication is going to come through probably closer towards the end of the weekend, and there's going to be more clarity about what you guys really want. Now, and that's the thing in this phase, and if you're in this, I want to say probably around the first or second time, you both are expressing about what you truly want. Passions. There's so much of yourself that is coming up in this reading, and you want that, which is great. You want your career. You want good passions. You want good love. You want good abundance, but you need help, and you want to be with somebody, and you want to share that with someone. So include them. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Welcome, Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, to your Psychic Tarot card reading for the week of January 22nd through January 28th. I'm Kristen Marie, and this is my channel where you can find Psychic Tarot card readings and astrological reports. So, Gemini, let's talk about it. We have the Leo full moon that's happening this Thursday, and this is going to be directly in your communication house, okay? This is going to be affecting the joint adventures and the communications that you're setting up with other people. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that and highlight that energy for each earth sector, work, finance, and of course, there's going to be an extended love reading. I do see Venus in Sagittarius that is going to be traveling through your 7th house. So if you are trying to enhance your love life right now, And if you want to, you might be able to. And on the other hand, if you're directing your energy into your positive pursuits as your new love language, that is also pretty good and positive as well. So we'll talk about that at the extended reading. So let's get into it. Let's pull up your overall vibe, the overall vibe for this week for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising. And if you ever would like to get a personal session with me, just hop on my website, get on my work list at www.moongirltarot.com. Okay, we got some stuff that wants to come up here. Let's see. Since you're dealing with other people, lots of third-party energy, let's take a look. Okay, so the overall theme is going to be the Two of Swords upright. And this is very stormy-like energy. And as you can see behind this, there's a full moon. So there's going to be an answer and a decision at the end of this week, especially affected by, with other people who you choose to associate with. So let's go a little bit further into that for you and find out. So when it comes to your areas of work, when it comes to finance, when it comes to how you are in the public sense, when you're dealing with work and who you're working around with, let's look at that energy. We have the Ace of Wands upright. So we do have offers. We do have that, that energy from Sagittarius that has to deal with occult studies, interest, and other people's joint interest. It's all coming together, which is good. So it's good energy that it's coming here, but it's happening very fast. And you're not too sure if you want to trust it, okay? Let's look in the areas of finance and see what's coming up for that. We have the Ace of Pentacles upright. So money is good, but money, again, is involved with somebody else's hand. So you have to be very careful. As you know, there's a lot of two energy. There's a double ace. I'm seeing 11, 11, 2, 2 here. So if you're like, yes, everything is great, it's good, I still want you to be cautious because you are cautious because there is something behind here. Even though this is too good to be true energy, this joint project, there's some kind of attachment that comes about it. There's some kind of uncleared energy, and we'll figure out throughout the week. So when it comes to communications with other people, and then hidden messages, within yourself, let's go ahead and focus on that. Messages with other people, we have the Three of Wands reversed. So you do have people kind of coming back into your life and wanting to collaborate with you. Again, so much collaboration, so much energy, Gemini, with other people. And the thing about it is that they're coming to you now. So instead of you going to them, they are coming to you and wanting your help. But the thing is, you need their help, okay? Make sure you keep the ego in check because, again, there's karma back here. There's something brewing with all these offers, all this energy coming out here. It's a huge crowded room. When it comes to hidden messages, let's look a little bit further about all of this energy that's coming at you, all these opportunities. We have the Knight of Swords. So it's an attachment. So if you're getting involved in something and someone or with a certain project, it is going to have a time where it's going to end. There is going to be a time of friction, okay? So the hidden messages is that, yes, it looks good, it looks great, collaboration, y'all can benefit from each other, but there's something brewing in the background because it's unfinished. Either you are holding something from them or they are holding something from you. So the full moon, hopefully, you'll be able to get a little bit more clarity on that or reach out for a service. Now, when it comes to your home life, when it comes to the areas of water, and then when it comes to the areas of your intuition, let's go ahead and take a look at that. In the areas of your home life, we have the Star card reverse. When it comes to your intuition, we have the Hermit reverse. So we have chaos happening more at home and then at work. So work is a lot. And that's the thing is that you're going to need that stability at home to retreat, to feel good, because right now everything is just kind of brewing in a sense to where it's building up, it's building up, it's building up. It's not substantial. You need to kind of find some heavier ground. Now, the Hermit card reverse, when it comes to, your intuition, this is saying that, you're on the right track when it comes to that train of thought, but you really are overlooking something. You're again, details, attention to details, Before you sign, before you agree, talk and make sure you feel good about, and talk about the things that hurt your feelings. It's true. If you're in a project with somebody, be like, look, I wanted you to do this and I thought you were going to do this and you didn't do it, and you need to get this energy out. And if you are collaborating, you got to make sure that it's not just understood, that it's actually in the fine lines and it's set. Okay. Now, when it comes to the areas of love, with other people, whether you're single or not, and then of course your personal projects, the ones that set your soul on fire, we have the Queen of Pentacles upright. So Gemini, if you're in a relationship, it's good. It's good. Your partner wants to be more a part of your projects, and you're not too sure about that, right? You don't want to mix work too much with it, but you kind of do. You kind of think about some stuff. But if anything, if you're a couple, Gemini, your person wants attention. Now, if you're singled, you are attracting this attention. You're also attracting something here that could be in a benefit. Gemini, I see you with an earth sign, a Virgo, a Taurus, okay, or a Capricorn during this season. That's going to be a benefit that helps you make these better decisions, okay? So if you are in a partnership with those kind of signs, then that's good energy. If you're not, there's just something else of the finer details that you need to work out with. Let's look at your personal projects, the things that you love that set your soul on fire, right? You got to have those personal things. It's not just all about love for somebody else. We have the Tower, okay? So there's that storm. It's going to hit by the end of the week. And in that sense, it's going to help change directions. So this has already been happening. Take the blindfold off. You got to make sure that you're talking about the things. You're making sure that you're being clear and expressing how you feel. Even if you feel like this person hasn't contacted you, or there's some kind of distance, just now's the time to speak up. Okay, so let's go into your extended love reading. This is for your soul connections. These are the ones that if you are in a relationship or thinking about somebody else, let's see if they're thinking of you. Let's take a look, Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising. This is your soul connection reading. Let's take a look and see who your lover is. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups reversed. We have somebody coming here through. Let's see. We have the Hierophant. Okay, so when it comes to soul connections, there is this space. You are connecting with somebody. Both of you are kind of on the same realm. You're going, you're separated. They're separated. You both are kind of meeting on this spiritual path. Okay. So you might be with a water sign. You might be attracting, a Cancer. You might be attracting, a Scorpio or a Pisces. And you guys are kind of this serendipity energy. It's just happening. It's really beautiful. Let me know if you need a little bit more about the connection. Now, your twin flame. These are for twin flames going through a separation and or through the energy, especially for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising. Now, the Hermit card reversed. So your twin flame, there is going to be communication. So if you're wondering if communication is coming through, it's coming through. We have the Hermit card reversed. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. So this is something that again, so much expression. I keep saying, I feel like I'm sitting on what you want to say and you're just afraid to say it, right? So Gemini, make sure that you're able to take that time and express what you want to say to your twin flame, to your partner, to your earth sign, or to your water sign in that sense. And take that energy and for yourself. Take off the blindfold, know what you're looking with, know what you're looking at and dealing with this energy, and even be honest with yourself. And if you need spiritual guidance and help, I do offer services, virtual services, online as well as in person. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye. Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising to your weekly Psychic Tarot card reading for Monday, January 22nd, all the way through Sunday, January 28th. I am Moon Girl Tarot, and welcome back to my channel. So in this week, we're going to have the full moon in Leo. And in that sense, you're going to have that energy going to be illuminated, highlighting your fourth house of home, family, and lots of boundaries. Energy that is going to come out from that, okay? Now, we do have big energy happening. We have Mars, the planet of direction and drive, conjunct Mercury, the planet of communication. Now, this is both in Capricorn, and they're closely together, 1 and 1. Now, this energy is going to be showcased this week based off the communications and the knowledge that you seek. You might be seeking authority this week with your partnerships and joining new ideas with this caution. And by the full moon, hopefully, you'll be expressing yourself through something kind of creative projects, and that gets you through the next step. That kind of takes you to the next level. Okay. Now we've had Pluto go into Aquarius, and that is going to be big change, especially for Taurus rising in your 10th house of public energy and humanitarian and how you earn in this world for the next 20 years, right? No pressure, right? So Taurus Sun and Taurus rising, thank you so much for joining, sharing, liking, and subscribing. Engagement really does help out this channel. If you would like to ever get a session with me, all you have to do is go to my website, moongirltarot.com. Okay, Taurus, so let's get the overall vibe, since we have so much energy happening, expression, creativity, and this is all emotional. This is stuff of inside and out. So let's get the overall theme that's going to be carried over into this week. So we have the King of Swords upright. And this comes up as an overall theme where it is communicate this energy that is coming to you, but also apply caution. As you noticed, his sword is not up for battle. He's not swinging. It's down. It's safe. So depending on the energy that you are received, the knowledge that is brought to light during this full moon, you want to pause on it. You want to pause on that energy. You want to reach out and just really meditate on it before you apply any action, okay? There's gonna be action. There's gonna be action out there, but it doesn't have to be so fast moving. So when it comes to the areas of work and finance, your earth sector, and make sure you stay at the end. I'm doing an extended reading for your love, your soul connections, and twin flames. And if you like this kind of style of reading, comment below and let me know, and I can continuing on. So when it comes to work and finance, when it comes to your public self, out in the world, we just have this new transformation. We have the Queen of Cups reverse. And this showcase in a sense to where you might be changing jobs, okay? Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, and you also might be interested in new pursuits. And that's good. It falls right in alignment with the Leo full moon, especially showcasing this energy that not only are you good, you're great at something, and you can take this greatness into something else. Let's take a look and see when it comes to money and your hobbies. We have the Six of Cups upright. So we do have money coming in from a friend. And we do have that friend giving, just being wonderful and giving great ideas and running with it, okay? So besides of the areas that you earn and work, maybe you're just not completely in love with it, but you are onto something that is very passionate to you and that showcases not only your personality, but you're really into it. You like it. You want to try it and you want to risk something with it. So meeting with a friend this week is really going to highlight how you feel and how you earn money in the future. Now, when it comes to the areas of communication with other people, and communications with yourself, hidden messages as well, that comes up, especially with the full moon. Every full moon, there's always truth that comes to the light. Okay, and here we go. So this is outward information coming from other people, and we have you kind of overstimulated right here. So this is from a different friend. This is from a different energy, and you have somebody really reaching out to you, asking for your help. And the thing about it, you can only do so much, and you can only give as much as you can give, and with your energy and with anything, right? And you feel kind of bad about it, and I don't want you to feel so bad about it, okay? Because, they can swim, they can help themselves, they can, grab some more resources. I don't think that you're just I think you're punishing yourself, Taurus, and I want you to not punish yourself. There is going to be a physical change outside of your friendships that are out of your control, meaning you could help if you can, but even if that help, they still need more, right? They're almost like draining your energy a little bit. So you're getting communications of like, I need this and I want this, and you're just like, okay, but what have you done for yourself, right? Remember, all this stuff is coming in. You want to pause on it. So when it comes to hidden messages, when it comes to the message to yourself, there it is. We have the Ace of Pentacles upright, and this comes with you directly, Taurus, is that you are working on something deeper. You're manifesting, you're working on like not just your career, maybe changing careers, but love life, okay? Welcoming a new season into this and really establishing something more. But again, just because you're in love and just because things are going good in that sense, you're not rushing to it. This is a new journey. This is a new progress. So this hidden message is saying that you have good energy coming to you. You have love. You have abundance. You're going to be on a spiritual path of like emotional freedom. And you want to stick around people who can help you, but also can help themselves. That's a big thing. That's directly coming to that. So like detaching yourself away from people who basically just can't help yourself. Like I was watching this video, this trend that's going on that says, I'm a Taurus. This is why. Well, you're a Taurus. Don't have people like come to you with solutions without creating, something for it, right? Don't come to me with a problem if you're not going to help me create a solution, right? So that it's hard to be in that position with that. So redirect that energy, which I really feel like you will. If you don't, they're going to take that from you this week. And you're going to feel like that either two things during the Leo full moon. You're going to feel like, yes, I feel free. I'm able to focus on what I want to focus on, the singular energy, or you're going to feel like your energy was taken away at that time. Okay, so when it comes to water, when it comes to your home life, when it comes to your intuition, when it comes to your home life, we have things coming a little bit better. We are compromising, we are reconciling. We not really coming back reconciliation, but we are starting to see a little bit of the other person's side of things. Now, when it comes to like, home and other family life, you need more. You need more help, right? And you're almost like, is it too good to be true? So there's a new shift in the home and the family life, and it's good. And it's almost like you are being cautious. It's good that you're being cautious. You just got, done fixing up, a mess last week. And you yourself just might need the time to almost like, I would say vacation. It's almost like you want to get out of the house in a sense, like, go somewhere else for a little bit, for a few hours, and then come back and refresh. So the home and the family life, the boundaries are being set. You're making sure that they are being set. You're a little tense, but things will start to get better with partnerships. If you notice, you do have multiple energies and multiple people. It just comes to like what you want to do, and you don't want to be rushed. Okay. When it comes to your intuition, when it comes to what is being told to yourself, what do you need to know, right? Like that water-like energy. We have this star card reversed. So this is very particular. And here we have, again, that air-like energy. And when it comes to your intuition, because even I said, like, you're almost wondering, is it too good to be true? Is it too good to be true? There's something here you definitely want to take a closer look at. I would say that this person is really trying to do good things, but it might be short-lived, okay? It might need more maintenance, okay? So whatever your back of your mind, your intuition is saying, is it perfect? Is it fixing? Is it working? Is it coming fresh? It needs more time. And there are energy coming from outside resources. So if you're thinking this negative energy is where is it coming from? You're absolutely right. It's coming from outside resources. Definitely reach out for a candle spell. Okay, so when it comes to love, when it comes to passions, love is good. We have the Four of Wands upright. We do have, again, just coming together and celebrating that energy. And really, I feel like by the end of the week, you're able to showcase that too by, pausing on those actions And singled Taurus sun and single Taurus rising, you really are happy with the person that you're interested in. And if anything, you're interested in and happy with yourself, right? You're happy with your family life. You're happy with the support and the energy that you're getting. And you're starting to also like open yourself up for like new people. So this is really good. Now, when it comes to your personal passions, the things that, set your soul on fire, the things that you love, we have the Four of Pentacles reverse. And it kind of goes back to the career reading because, you're not too sure if this changed. You don't too sure if this is going to happen because, you want security. You're a Taurus. You absolutely want that value, that Venus energy. And you're not too sure if what you want is going to do. But I'll tell you, it is going to be a good change. You are holding on to funds, and don't go too crazy, but also be smart about it. Now, let's go a little bit further into your love reading. So thank you so much for staying to the end portion. This is going to be something that's coming out to your soul connections. This is for soulmates, overall soul connections for those in a relationship. Okay, so soul connections for Taurus sun and Taurus rising. Somebody's in love with you. Let's take a look at the overall energy. So we have Judgment and we have the Page of Rods. So we do have like Leo, we have Sagittarius, we have Aries like energy, and we have the Judgment. So we do have this pressure coming from your lover. You do have this pressure energy coming from them in a sense to where they're kind of like saying, did you mean what you say? Do you say what you mean? And in that sense, you're almost kind of like put to the test, okay? And you both are fixed energy. This is like fixed energy in a sense. So it's almost like, we know by the end of the week, there's going to be a compromise. There's going to be love. There's going to be good interest. It's just communicating that without acting too rash. Now, when it comes to your twin flame, energies for Taurus, let's take a look and see your twin flame. Okay, we have Earth sign, we have a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, just like yourself. And we have the Six of Pentacles upright. So this is good energy for your twin flame. That means the energy is balanced. You and your twin flame are, if you feeling like you're separated, you're definitely getting those synchronicities of coming back together. And if you are together, you're planning, you're manifesting, you're expressing how you feel about one another. And even though this is like a really good energy for twin flames, you also want to make sure that you're expressing and releasing, anything that you feel that like resentment or anything that feels in a sense that you need more from your partner, even if it's just a little. Use this opportunity. Well, thank you so much, Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising. I will see you next week for your weekly Psychic Tarot card reading. Welcome Aries Sun and Aries Rising to your weekly Psychic Tarot card reading for January 22nd through January 28th. My name is Kristen Marie and welcome to my channel Moon Girl Tarot for weekly tarot card readings and astrological reports. So Aries, let's go ahead and get into it. We do have a week of energy. We have the full moon in Leo happening this Thursday, and we have Mercury conjunct Mars. Now, this energy is going to be closely together. This is going to be energy in your 10th house, and you are going to see communications traveling through this public life, okay? You also are going to be moving into roles that establish these connections that are very important for you to make decisions of opportunities. So this drive, this energy, this good news that you were able to enforce last week, you're able to get more of it and come forward. Now, the full moon in Leo is going to be illuminated in your 5th house, and this is going to be taking center stage of your creative energy of play, fun events, and your overall like thirst for life, okay? This is also going to be traveling in your 9th house, and in that energy being said, you are going to see that. Are you happy? Are you wanting it? Does it have great appeal to you? That's the biggest thing. It's going to travel going through and then landing in that fifth house of energy. Okay, Leo's going to be in there for you. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on into it. Aries Sun and Aries Rising. Let's talk a little bit more what's coming up for the week. and talk about any kind of disagreements or any conflicts that might be arise, because Pluto just changed signs. It is now going to be in here for the next 20 years, right? It's going to be here for a long time. And this is going to be inclined for you to be a good listener. This is going to be a reflection of your relationships. So this is going to be slowly playing out as we build up light towards the full moon. Okay, let's get going. So Pluto is going to be in your 11th house for the next 20 years. And in this energy, you are going to be changing and highlighting your self-esteem. You're going to be recognizing your personal gifts and using these personal gifts to how you choose. So you could see there's a lot of this energy going on for you, Aries. So Aries Sun and Aries Rising, thank you so much. And if you would like to get a session with me, all you have to do is go to my website, moongirltarot.com. Okay, let's look at your overall theme. The overall theme that is highlighting the energy of this week. It's like everything comes back to that energy. Let's go and see here. Aries Sun, Aries Rising. We have the Four of Wands reverse. So this is showcasing energy that is building in relationships. We have things that are happening in the process of change. We have resistance, but because of this resistance, there's also effectiveness to be understood. So there's going to be a lot of ambition. There's going to be a lot of celebration. There's going to be a lot of joy of this energy coming here, okay? Continuing on. So this is good. This is good energy. This is good support. And this is testing energy as well, but this is going to be something that is going to be significant, that is going to be paid out throughout the next 20 years of Pluto highlighted in your 11th house. But let's focus on this week. So in the areas of work, of finance, right? Because there's so much of that being highlighted at work, and you know that you have new roles, you have new responsibilities that are good. We have the Two of Cups reverse. So we have more demands coming at work, and we do have that disagreement that we talked about. There is going to be purpose and resources that are coming. So resistance that we were talking about, that resistance is going to be coming from work. Even though, things are going great at work, you have all these opportunities and you're changing, there is a part of your life that public life that somebody is just not getting it, okay? And if anything, I feel like you're being asked to rely on your own resources. So you're gaining so much energy, public notoriety. People are looking at you at work, your time to shine. And you would think it would be up like this, but it's actually not. Everything is kind of falling on your shoulders, and you're being recognized not as a group or what you've been doing for group projects, but what you're doing solo. So a lot of solo work, external support, external work that you've been doing is definitely going to get recognized. Now, for your finance, for any kind of new money or any side projects, side hustles that you're working on, Aries, I have the Star card reversed. So there's no new money in this sense coming in. If anything, things are going to be reassessed and revalued, okay? And Jupiter is going to be in your second house of resources and what you value, but you're going to want to focus those resources on yourself, okay? And around your partner. So embrace the imbalance and try to make it balanced again. So when it comes to the areas of work and finance, you're going to be asked to do a lot of solo work. When it comes to finance, you're going to literally have to manifest this and continue to create it, because this comes up when we're trying to make our whole environment better, when we're trying to get it good. We're just trying so hard to cleanse, to refresh. And this is when it's good, it's balanced. But it's going to need some work later down the road, okay? So when it comes to the areas of air, communications with others, and communications with yourself. So when it comes to communications with others, you're walking away from somebody, something. an attachment. Aries sun and Aries rising, something that you worked for and were building, and you realize like it's not worth it. It's not working. And it could be, that this project with work, this group project or something that you were doing that is requiring that for you to walk away from it. So Aries, I feel like the communications you get from somebody else or outside resources is reconfirming that this is now a new path that you're on. This is the period of time where you're going to be purposely resourceful and have that knowledge that you've reached and come so far. So you're getting these tests by other people, and you're deciding, you know what, no more test. I'm taking the energy and I'm taking it for myself. Now, when it comes to your communications to yourself, we have the Hierophant reversed, and you are going to be being asked for a change. Something is going to be full of surprises this week. This is going to be challenging, but it's also going to be exciting. So it's going to depend on kind of like your personality and where you like it. You're either a March Aries or you're an April Aries, depending on how you're going to take it, right? But I feel like your ambitions have changed, right? And it's have changed through your personal growth. Your personal growth is changing, and that's good. That means that you're still continuing on the path. The path is flowing. Now, when it comes to the areas of home and family and hidden messages, look at that. We have the same card. I love that. So when it comes to home and family, we have the Four of Wands, and love is good, support is good, energy is good, family is good. Family is solid. We have two strong places in our hearts and our souls, and it's where we are in our public life at work and where we go home and where we feel safe. So the energy this week at home is safe. You're able to talk to your partner, able to talk to your home person, you're able to talk to people who you surround yourself with, your environment, and get that joy. Now, when it comes to your intuition, water, what else do you need to know? We have the Ace of Swords. So I want you to trust your intuition when something comes, when this surprise happens. And there is going to be support. So if something surprise happens in your job, your health, your home, or any kind of form, there is going to be support waiting by. It's like subconsciously. So it's like Aries sun or Aries rising, you have like an energy, or people call it an angel, or you have somebody, an ancestor, just looking out there for you. Now, Venus is in Sagittarius, that is traveling through your ninth house. And that is giving you energy to be inspired and open your heart. And also to have those dreams come in here and give you those hints, right? Give you those energy of like, okay, I need to pay attention a little bit closer. And there's going to be an opportunity out of these surprises. So definitely come back this week and let me know what comes out of this. Now, when it comes to love, when it comes to your personal passions, when it comes to love, we have the King of Cups reversed. So you are so in love, Aries. You're in love with love. You're in love with the energy. You're in love with your partner. And if you're single, Aries, you're just starting to really put that emphasis of that self-love, and the energy is attracting. It's very, very good. Now, with your personal passions and your personal projects, you have the King of Wands reverse. So they're not so heavy on the energy where they're burning you out like before, but now they're really like just there to help build that creativity. So you're seeking a better life. You're seeking a better life when it comes to your career, when it comes to your possibilities, and you're wanting to achieve these like goals that are pleasurable to you. So you're giving yourself a little bit of time, and you're celebrating the wins definitely with your partner. So let's go a little bit further into this love reading here for you. So Aries sun and Aries rising, let's talk about your soul connections. This is your soulmate. This is your lover. This is somebody that you're thinking about. Somebody's in love with you. Let's go ahead and take a look, Aries Sun and Aries Rising, who these messages are coming from and what the overall message is. So we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So we do have a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus that you're working with. Let's look at their overall messages to you. And their overall messages to you is the Ten of Rods, is that it's going to get better, baby. It's going to be okay. We're going to make this. And your partner, your earth sign, is really working hard to make some personal changes to make better the quality of the relationship. And you could really see that here. Really see that here. Now, when it comes to twin flame energy, when it comes to the full moon, Aries Sun and Aries Rising, let's look at your twin flame energy. Of course, we have an earth sign, 10 of Pentacles upright. So we have good energy. We don't have a separation coming from, and if you are separated from your twin flame, which I feel like that separation is ending very, very soon, definitely see me for a spell. Energy is great between you and your twin flame. 6 of Pentacles upright, 10 of Pentacles upright. You guys are manifesting. Look at that. We even got the lovers peeking right here. Things are getting better for you. Not only are you trying to attract a better life and better possibilities, so is your partner. Now, if you're single and you are also attracting somebody who's going to cross your path, that is going to give you some excitement, some tension, but it also is going to bring some values that cross your heart and mind. Well, thank you so much, Aries Sun and Aries Rising, for joining me for this weekly psychic reading. I hope you liked it. Please share and subscribe and tell your cool weird friends about me, and I'll see you next week. Welcome, Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, to your weekly psychic tarot card reading for January 22nd through January 28th. I am Kristen Marie, your psychic medium, and welcome to my channel, Moon Girl Tarot. Let's go ahead and discuss what's happening this week. So we have a huge emphasis of the moon in Leo. It's going to be a full moon that is going to be traveling through your 6th house. We have Mars and Mercury conjunct together, which means that they're very closely together and they are in your 11th house. In this psychic reading, we're going to talk a little bit more highlighting the moon in Leo, especially for you, Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, about this energy in the 9th house. So you are in this mundane world, but you're placed in this middle of this like imagination, okay? Philosophy, religion, and intuition. There's symbols and things that are happening to you, and everything is holding great appeal. So you do want to escape, and you do want to apply the pleasures of travel, religion, everything that you're learning and everything you're observing, but you're also having some difficulty coming right out of the case, okay? So we're going to talk about what is being showcased in this area of each of your life when it comes to your earth sector, your fire, your water, and talk about any kind of conflicts that might arise, especially with relationships throughout this week. Okay, and make sure so you stay to the end of the video for the bonus of the love reading and twin flame connection. Hi, if you would like to get a session with me, all you have to do is go to my website, moongirltarot.com. So let's get started, Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising. Let's look at your overall theme. Overall theme of energy of this week is the 7 of Swords. Okay, so we talked about conflicts. We talked a little bit about blockages and relationships. So something needs your attention this week, especially when it's building up towards the light of the full moon. So the overall theme, when we see the 7 of Swords, it's almost like a warning in sense that there is messages behind the action. So there's desires, and you got to be responsible about these desires. You got to be strong about these ambitions, because there's going to be some aggressive energy working with and against you. So that being said, make sure that you follow closely, because you might be impulsive this week, Pisces. Your energy is going to be extremely high, especially with the Leo full moon highlighting that area of your house. But you're going to be able to carry this energy in a way that you want to, okay? You're going to feel pressured to carry it out how they want to, because it's going to be in your 6th house, right? And what's opposite of you, Pisces? Virgo, and that's okay. It's going to be a little tough, but you're going to be able to push through. So something's going to be kind of like needs your attention taken from you. You got to be careful that you're not drained. So this energy is really about where you're at in each sector. So let's look at your work and finance, or if you're going to college, if you're going to school, but your public area of life where you do work, okay? So we have a do-over. We have the 8 of Wands reverse. So when it comes to your public life, when it comes to the areas of work, we have not the best of news, but then again, we have fixable energy. We have something that's sensitive and something that you put out, but it's coming back heavy in constructive criticism. So definitely work with your boss, work with your coworker, and find out how you can create these solutions and turn it better around versus taking it very personal. Now, if you're in school, you definitely want to reach out for a tutor. You want to get some help because you're going to feel drained. This is a do-over. So whatever you're doing at work needs more help. It needs another thing, attention. Somebody else, it could even be like somebody else dropped the ball, somebody quit, something, it all fell on your shoulders, or it's yours, but you still it has to be done again. And you're going to want to rush this, but you don't want to rush this. You want to take your time. So there's a lot of warning messages for you this week. Now, when it comes to the areas of finance and how you earn money, we have the 10 of Swords. So we do have money coming in a sense, that is in the background. So we've had Pluto just change signs. This is a life-changing experience that all signs are going to experience, and you are going through your Pluto in the 12th house, Pisces. So there is going to be something from your generations of wealth that is coming through to help you. So whatever you're getting caught up in, especially at work or with money, you're going to have the support. You're going to feel exhausted. You're going to feel like you can't do it on your own. And the thing is, you need a little bit of help. You'll be able to have that support. Now, when it comes to air, when it comes to messages, the overall messages in your life and messages to yourself, we have the Page of Wands upright. So Pisces, there is something that you're walking away from, and you're choosing to walk away. And it's almost like you are disappointed, you're dissatisfied, you are getting the messages from, again, outside resources that you need to, instead of trying again or doing it again, you might be tempted just to walk away, Pisces. Walk away. So let's look at the hidden message. If that is the right choice to walk away or to give it another chance, because it looks like somebody's wanting to communicate with you, Pisces, but Pisces, there is somebody that wants to communicate with you, and even you come up directly, you are not wanting anything to do with it. Not at all. Not at all. So your self-esteem and energy, what is happening around you, if you're not careful, again, there's so much areas of you being drained, all this energy just being taken from you. So the best thing that you can do for watching this video and listening to this video is ground your energy and take the time and pause before you react. Now, when it comes to your home and the family life, when it comes to water, when it comes to your intuition, we have the 8 of Cups. So we do have a hard week, Pisces. We do have separations. When it comes to family, we have something that is almost like standing alone, and it's hard, Pisces. It's hard. And when it comes to those boundaries, I feel like those boundaries are been made, but you, Pisces, there's something else that is kind of lingering out there. And I feel like it involves with an extended member. So it's not necessarily like you directly, Pisces. It's like, Pisces, you see what it could be for your family. You could see the hope. You could see, everybody kind of coming together. But it's like everybody's worried about, being right versus healing. Everybody's kind of like pointing the finger. So the family life is split, is a little divided. And you can even see that even in the moon, the moon and the sun, they're at odds with each other. So your family's at odds with each other, And it's not fair, and it's almost like you're making a choice, Pisces. It's making a choice, but again, it's a lot of draining energy. It's a lot of harsh energy. So the messages to your intuition, to yourself. The Three of Hearts, we have the Three of Swords reversed. Now when this comes up, especially when we're talking about home and family or intuition, I think you know that this is come to this pass. That, there's a saying that, family doesn't end with blood. That sometimes, even though you are blood and things are just not working out, you're able to create your own family. If anything, nurture the family that you have. Okay, Pisces? So Pisces, this is a very heavy emotional week. It feels like you are balancing energy, you're balancing relationships, you're trying to not have things being taken away from you. You want to add to it, but it's very, very exhausting. It's very, very exhausting, And it feels like the energy even here, they want to get along. Everybody wants to get along, but somebody on your side, the extended, is just not offering the olive branch. And that's hard to deal with. It's hard to feel. And with your intuition, this is a cycle that either you choose you're going to be a part of it or you're not, right? You can only lead a horse to water for so long, especially when you're dealing with family, external healing. That's very tough. When it comes to love, when it comes to the relationships with yourself and other people and your personal passions, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. So we do have something being picked back up again by your partner. So Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, if you are in a relationship with somebody, then you're starting to build back up the energy. You and your partner are getting a second chance to really display what's important in boundaries. Again, things are tired. You are tired. You're almost like to the point where do we want to rehash this again? But this is a conversation, especially around the full moon, that you want to talk about, that is going to help not only your self-esteem, but their self-esteem. Now, singled Pisces, singled people out here, you're wanting more from your person. And that's another thing. You're waiting more from your person. And there's more that needs to give, that's for sure. Your passions to yourself, we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse. And this comes up that you're not giving yourself what you need to succeed. So you're kind of self-sabotaging the energy when you're personal projects, Pisces. So if you know that something needs a certain attention, stop putting it off, stop procrastinating. This is the week where you have to meditate, have faith and trust, but you do have to do action. You got to put the energy in front without smearing it, ahead. And it's going to be tricky energy. I want you to make sure that this week that you're taking care of your energy, you're taking care of yourself. And I know we're about to go to a love reading, and you might be so focused in on other people and other things that you are losing sight on these focused areas. So that being said, focusing on your extended love. This is for soul connection. So Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, for those in a soul connection, a soulmate connection, let's take a look at the overall messages from your lover and who they're coming from. So somebody's in love with you. Let's take a look. So Pisces Sun and Rising, we're working with an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. Okay, let's take a look at the overall messages coming from your lover. Okay, it is a tough week, just like it is for you. So the Seven of Rods comes up with soul connections, that there is, you and your lover are either separated or just busy, but it feels like you guys are separated. But at the end of the week, especially by that Leo full moon, you're able to express what you've been going through and why you've been tired. Communication is very strong about your self-care this week. So communicate to your lover about what's going on and what you need, okay? And what they might need to take care of themselves. Now, when it comes to twin flames, your twin flame now, when it comes to the full moon in Leo, it has a tendency to really bring back twin flame energy and call out to that passion. So we have the Page of Rods reversed. So Pisces, twin flame, dealing with fire-like energy. And y'all are both dealing with lack of communication. So you're still in a separation within your twin. But the thing about it is it's still fresh. And you both are on that phase where you're dealing with third-party energies, okay? So it's kind of at the end of the phase. So if you would like an extended reading of your twin flame reading, definitely go to my website, moongirltarot.com, so I can go a little bit further for you, personalize in there. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing and subscribing to my channel. So make sure that this week there's a lot things that are going to develop, strong set of values, strong set of ideas. You're going to want to have the energy, but physically you might not. It's going to be emotional one. It's going to be one of distractions, but it is going to create a healthy outlet. Thank you so much, Pisces. I'll see you next week.